Day in the life of a coaster enthusiast. Wake up at 5:30 a.m. Walk the dog. Watch the sunrise. Pack your camera bag. Eat breakfast. Buckle up and start the car. Drink coffee, because how else would we be alive? Be the very first at the park. Stare at construction. Stare at more construction. And more construction. And finally, go inside when it's open. But in the meantime, you have to stare at the characters. Because of course, we're rope shopping this. And while everybody else is rushing to the place that you know isn't going to open, you rush to the area that is empty. Get a couple rides and move on to a water ride. Ride one more ride and then I eat my meal. Because of course, I had to get the dining plan. Next, at around 1:30, I run to some more rides. Can't forget the RMC, of course, back row. Because for those who don't know, that's where all the airtime is. More water rides, cause you gotta beat the Texas heat. And of course, you can't forget the track. Next, I ride another coaster and ride a few more flat rides, which may or may not be closed. I then realize that there's not too much time left, so I better rush. And to my surprise, everything is pretty much a walk-on. And believe me when I tell you, this ride is insane. They don't call it rodeo for nothing. Next, you gotta keep rushing and rushing and rushing because you realize there's really not that much time. And thank goodness, another walk-on. Ride yet another flat ride and then check the time. And then sprint across the park in just 7 minutes to get on another coaster. And again, another walk-on. Next, I run to my favorite restaurant just to find out that it's closed. So, I wave goodbye to my friend. And this is where I leave the park, sadly. Seriously, open to close, it's crazy, but it was an amazing day. All the walking throughout the day is bearable except for this one, leaving the park. But after all this time, it's time to go home. Eat dinner because my favorite restaurant was closed, and some dessert. Next, I download and edit all the photos. And then I call it a night. But anyways, that's just another